Hello there, commanders, and welcome to another State of the Game episode where I'll summarize all the most important information you need to know when getting into Total War Arena, whether you are a new or a returning player that isn't up to speed with what's going on. Before we start, let me preface that I'll only be laying out facts in the video and will leave out the discussion about them to the comments. To quickly start at the beginning, if you want to start playing Total War Arena, then the registration process is still very much the same as it was a year ago, and it is very similar to all other registration processes. You create an account on the website, download the launcher installs the game, you can play. The only hardship comes with the fact that everything is in Chinese, so that's why I create a set of guides that will smoothly lead you through the process. You can find all of them on SUNTZU Discord, and if you have any problems or further questions, just ask them there. It's the state of the game itself that changed since my last news updates, and I see many people coming to our Discord confused by the state of things. I can only imagine that many more people just leave confused and never go as far as to seek out the answer on our Discord. So what I want to achieve with this video is more accessible answer that's much more easier to find for more people. The rules of the queue have changed multiple times over the first few patches since Arena's release in September, and they are what most people are confused by. There are two queues, versus AI and versus humans. PvE can be played on tiers from 1 to 5, while PvP can be played from tier 3. Because of the overlap on tiers 3 to 5, and most people preferring to progress through AI games, the PvP games on tiers 3 to 5 are difficult to find depending on the time of the day you're playing. That's why you should play PvE all the way through until you reach tier 6, and then start looking for PvP games. The queues will take various amount of time, mostly depending on the time of the day. And it's important to remember that since the game is only being advertised in China, then their prime time is the best time to play. But the battles can be found outside of it too. You'll just need a bit more patience. Another matchmaking mechanic that you should be aware of is tier banding. In Arena, we have fixed tier banding, rather than an elastic one that you may know from other similar games like World of Warships, for example. It means that certain tiers can only be in battles with other certain tiers. From what I have observed, the tier bandings in Arena are 1-3, 3-5, 5-7 and 8-10. Or at least they used to be like that, because it's been a long time since I saw a tier 5 unit in a tier 7 battle, so that might have changed at some point. The thing to take away from the tier banding is that if you struggle to find a battle in one of the tier bands, just try moving to a different one. In terms of PvE, it's the easiest to find battles at tier 5, and in terms of PvP, it's the easiest to find battles at tier 6 and 7. That's pretty much everything you need to know as a new or returning player of Total War Arena. If you're interested in discussing the current state of the game and sharing your opinion, the comment section is all yours. For now, thank you for listening. If you want to help us bring Total War Arena back to the West, consider leaving a comment to show CA that there is still an interest in Arena among our community. Until then, I'll see you on Arena's battlefields, commanders.